Got some great updates in the broker update. We're going to jump right to it right now, unless Orlando Darden's on. Orlando, you're the only one we want to chime in right now. Orlando, are you with us? We're going to break right now the video, but Orlando, are you with us today? If so, raise your hand, buddy.
He
David, I
is, yep.
am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Fantastic. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I'm sitting at a Starbucks right now, but wow, that's very exciting. This came as a referral. I have a buddy from college that I knew. His son actually runs a marketing company, and his client, this pharmaceutical company, was the one he reached out to me about for business funding. So that's how it came through. College buddy, his son, who has a marketing company, and that's how the referral came. It was funny that yesterday we were scrambling because when I followed up with the son to say, did your client, I was just checking in to see if your client chose to submit the application. He said, yeah, he submitted it overnight. And I said, well, that's strange because I normally get an email. Our practice is we normally get an email and everything, to let us know that then. So anyway, even though we had talked about what he needed to do, I gave him my website. I said, make sure it has my name and my broker ID in it and everything else. Things happen, but fortunately, I was able to catch it pretty quickly and reach out to Wade. I called Wade. He had just come in town, and I said, Wade, if you hear this company, it's from me and whatever. Then so anyway, the team worked out, and got my fingers crossed that this business client will get funded.
Amen. Me too. Great job. So
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
a referral of the son of a friend.
Yes, that's the sequence.
All of that happens because the friend trusts Orlando. The friend then promotes Orlando to his son. His son trusts his dad's word and maybe even knows Orlando and refers it to one of his clients who he needs to take care of. He wouldn't do that if he didn't trust. He'd send him to his local bank or to someone you see on TV because you're not getting. So be a pro, you'll get promoted like a pro. You'll be referred like a pro. If you're not, you haven't exposed yourself to enough people or you didn't do it in a way that they feel confident promoting you. There's real estate agents that you would not hire to sell your home because of the way they carry themselves, right? So keep growing, keep learning, keep growing, keep learning, keep getting better.
Absolutely.
It's like going to the batting cages, guys. Don't beat yourself up if you're swinging and missing. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay. Keep going. Be encouraged. Play the long game here. Play the long game here. You're planting a vineyard. You're not looking for grapes. You're planting vineyards, and eventually you'll have more grapes than you need. All right. All right, team. Let's go to the broker update. Great stuff, Orlando. Thanks for sharing, my friend. And of course, we take Q&A at the end, and we'll take more comments. I love the daily huddles. Thank you, Nick, for handling yesterday, leading as quarterback yesterday. Heard great things about it. Have not watched it yet, but I will be going to our Spotify page and listening to that. We had a busy week. Got some great broker updates for you. And who else wants to play quarterback on the huddles in the future? Let us know. And by the way, I want to tip my hat real quick to Mr. Matthew Dehane. Matt Dehane may or may not be watching right now. I don't have this whole group, but Matthew Dehane was the very first person to complete the business funding compensation plan training series. The very first, Matt Dehane, who already knew the full comp plan. Why did he go through it so fast and first? Because he's a leader and he wanted to be able to understand what was there to promote to his team, to be able to say, you'll be able to get that, not assume. He wanted to live it. Who was the first person to sign up for it? Ellen Wynn, right? So here, Matt just finished faster, but here's two of our leaders were the first to jump on it. And some of you haven't looked at it yet. In fact, most of you haven't gone to look at the comp plan training bits and pieces yet. So it's in the certification. Once you're certified, you can then have access to it. Until then, you have to complete certification before you can watch the comp plan tidbits. Of course, certification itself includes a couple of comp plan features you need to know, like how's BR calculated. But we go into a lot more detail in the comp plan. What would it take? 30 minutes to watch all the comp plan videos. There's no quizzes to it yet. One day we will, just so we can have some make sure people understand it fully. This will reduce the questions to the support department. So that's why we do it. Reduce questions to you and reduce questions of support. Matt and Ellen both have teams, so they get questions all the time on comp plan. So why do they go through it quick? So they know it's there so they can promote it with professionalism and encourage people why they should take it. All right. So congrats, Matt and Ellen. You're both great examples. Thanks for jumping through it. And many of our leaders have been through it. And congratulations to you. Um, so go through that. Secondly, we had an interview that we posted on the Facebook page and emailed. It was a entrepreneur spotlight interview that was done with myself. This is not self promotion. This is you promotion, how you can use these things to grow your audience. It's credibility. It's called social proof. It was picked up by through a PR news network, and they sent it all throughout the press releases. And that means there's some CBS channels, some Fox channels, some ABC channels, Banking Today magazine, Entrepreneur, all kinds of different periodicals. We sent an email out to everybody yesterday for one reason, and it's all about this video so that you can take it and share it. Cheryl PQ, great job. You're the first person, Cheryl, to take that and share it on your social page. You took the Tampa one and you shared it because you live in Tampa. It was picked up by the Tampa CBS or whatever. And you shared it locally and you just simply said, "This is my CEO," or something like that. And you shared the video. That, what does that do? It brings credibility to all your friends, whether they watch it or not. They go, "Oh, that company's for real. That's it. Company's for real." They probably won't watch it, but to have the CBS logo and your company affiliated is called social proof and credibility, right? So all of you, I've done it. It looks like self-promotion. It's me. I'd rather it be Wade was interview and I could promote Wade. I'd rather not promote myself. All of you should take that interview, watch it first of all, and promote it. Precious shared her emotions toward it the other day. It meant something to her. And that's beautiful because that's what we're a cultural family here. We're building a family, a lifelong family but people say, well, that's not business. Baloney. That is what business is. People don't do business with people they don't care about. It's just bottom line. This is not a transactional company. This is a relational company. You don't build big teams on transactions. You build big teams relationally. So share that post with people. Derive some credibility for your business, and you may get some people reaching out to you. All right. The website talked about is our corporate page. If someone clicks in that, one of your friends, and they apply and they don't put your name, when we get a funding, we don't do this until they get funded because we don't need to chase people down who are in the app process. But once they get funded, we say, "How did you learn of us?" And we channel it back so that we can give credit to a broker. We don't want corporate deals. Otherwise we'd be on Fox News every night. We started this to bring a broker opportunity and take care of clients, right? So promote it, promote it, promote it. What you can do in that email that went out yesterday, there's the PR Newswire. All the channels that have picked it up are listed on it. So you can scroll down and look for your city, look for one you know. And it's changing every day. So if you don't know one, I shared San Diego because that was the first one that picked it up. So I shared San Diego. My son lives in San Diego, so I texted to him. I said, "Check this out. Thought you'd get a kick." I sent the Dayton one to some of our brokers in Dayton. Said, "Thought you'd get a kick out of this." Right? Real simple. All it is you grab the link for the city and all you do is right click it, copy and paste it in your Facebook or send it in a text, right? It builds credibility. So use that tool. It's helpful. And we even put in the email some things you could say and you're posting it, but thought you'd get a kick out of this, or because you're sending it to people about being brokers usually. But when you post it on your personal wall, "Hey, I just wanted to tip my hat to our company, what we're doing here. We're getting some national recognition." You put that on your Facebook wall, any business owners who know you will see that. Any people who went to college with you who have a son who has a client in pharmaceutical will tell people about you. Orlando didn't just get referred. Orlando got referred because his friend he went to college with is aware that he's in business funding and trusts him. So he told his son, who told his client, right? That's how it happens. So go public with yourself. If you go to Orlando's page, you will see he promotes DAC and Bank Breezy and what he's doing for funding regularly, right? He regularly promotes it. So do the same. It's not the only way you grow your business, but you should at least, any local businesses, send them a text to it. Anyone you started a relationship with last week, to say, "By the way, I told you I'm in that funding, thought you'd get a kick out of this. This is our CEO on an interview with a financial entrepreneur spotlight show talking about our funding platform." They probably won't watch it. They probably won't watch it. It's 30 minutes long, but they'll have some credibility put in their mind right then, right? So Share that message is number two. Number three, I featured on the huddle 2 days ago that we're going to be first quarter next year opening up Spanish customers, Latino speaking, Spanish speaking website. The Bank Breezy website will be converted to Spanish for customers only, not for recruiting Spanish brokers. They can join, of course. We will, second phase would be recruiting people who are, bilingual recruiting pages and bilingual business opportunity overviews. That is second phase. That's long road 26. But first quarter of 2026, we intend to be taking on all clients who can't speak English and can't read English. They will have Spanish, everything they need. The applications will still be in English. Not the applications, the contracts will still be in English, but the people presenting the offers, the people explaining the funding, the people where they're applying, the emails they get from Bank Breezy, everything will be translated for their language. All the videos they get, anything will be translated to Spanish. Spanish underwriters, Spanish. So we've got partnership with lenders who will handle Spanish now. We'll be the first movers. Puerto Rico. In the meantime, we can already do it, by the way. Can already do it. Just don't have it created yet. If you've got a customer who wants to apply for funding in Spanish, just send it, have them apply at our website. Let them know in the comments they need someone who can present it to them in Spanish, and we will have Spanish people present the offer to them rather than Wade. Okay, Spanish people answering their questions rather than Wade. We already have them on the team, already there. Okay, so when will the websites be updated? We're already working on it. So I'm saying first quarter to under promise and over deliver. But hopefully before Christmas, we're Feliz Navidad. Right? But we got a lot of work to do, a lot of things to consider, and you can't know them all until you start developing it and testing it. You realize, oh, that was an oversight. I didn't forgot about the welcome video that every client gets. It's David speaking in English. We got to translate that to Spanish, right? And so there's all kinds of little things. If the customer wants to call in to ask questions, we need to have us press 1 for English, press 2 for Spanish. And now we got to have a Spanish person ready to take that phone call. So there's more to it than just translating a website. You can translate a website in a day. That's not the heavy lift. The heavy lift is all the other things that need to happen so that our customer experience is impeccable. But if you have someone right now who wants to apply again and needs the Spanish speaking communication, we have people who English is their second language, living here in America, speaking and talking and helping clients now who are ready. We've already got agreements signed with our carriers to do this. So we're ready to roll, but got to build our websites out. If you got someone now, have them fill out the English website. Just tell them you want to talk. If you got any Spanish friends out there, let them know we've got people who present the offer to them and we want to serve their business. We want to serve them, and we'll be able to serve them very soon. So congratulations on that. Third thing, the Bank Breezy team has expanded. Okay, we've expanded our operations. Wade's team has grown. Primarily, we're talking about stalls, renewals, presenting offers. As an example, yesterday, while we were flying on an airplane, Brad and Wade, we had 5 new funding packages come in and get worked in the time that Wade was on the airplane. And he didn't touch them. Brad didn't touch them. Our old team didn't touch them. Just in that little window of time there, all those packages were handled by proven experts who've been doing this for years. What we did is we contracted with some people. I'm just going to say it like that. We're out of privacy. David Allen Capital uses a company called Bridgepoint Services that I'm a owner of and Wade's an owner of to serve all your clients, right? And that company expanded its operations to support a lot more people. So they work under the name of Bank Breezy on your behalf and my behalf. But they're people who have been in the space for years. Funded the person, as an example, one of the persons come alongside Wade to help present your offers, has been doing over $50 million a year in funding. So leading up the presenting of that. So it's not a new person. They'll be coming alongside Wade to present offers to our clients. Our renewal team, stall team, we got a stall application with an over $200,000 funding offer. There was a stall yesterday, but our stall team, we've got 6 people now on our stall team reaching out to clients. To take anyone who stalls rather than just a handful of people. Renewal team just grew by 9 people. We're taking our prior data very seriously and our applications very seriously, and we needed to expand our operations to be able to do that. That's not easy to do because you got to do it with experienced people. You got to scale that up the right way. We've formed some partnerships that are going to make that very possible. I'm very excited about it. I know Wade's very excited about it. This is over a year in the making, by the way. We've been working on this for over a year. So this isn't something that happened last week. It's something that started yesterday, but it's something we've been working on for over a year to make happen. And we wanted it to happen a lot sooner. It's taken time, but we got to protect you. And we got to protect your clients, and we got to protect our relationship, DAC and Bank Breezy, and the behind the scenes team at Bridgepoint that Wade and I own, right? So Wade might be on today. I'm excited about this expanded team. It just makes your operations much better. You're going to see all kinds of neat things coming into fruition here, fourth quarter. But because of this, we can do Spanish. That's why I say we can already do it. We already have the bilingual team on staff now who can do this. So because of this, we can already do some of these things, and you're going to see more stuff evolve in the near future, how we can help. We're working on some new funding products. They will be able to deliver to the marketplace things that we used to do by the tens of thousands of clients a month that we had to move away from because we found some issues with our suppliers. So we're recreating some things with some new partners. So there's all kinds of neat things happening for 26. These don't happen overnight because they're done right. But our team's grown, our team's expanded. The Bridgepoint Services Inc. team that Wade and I are partners in has grown to expand. You're going to see many names with the Bank Breezy email address talking to your clients now, not just Brad, not just Wade, not just submissions, not just David, not just McGuire. That team is now well, let's just say there's probably about 14 or 15 people now that'd be reaching out to your clients rather than just 4 or 5 or 6. So at least that's how many emails will be reaching out to them. And there's actually more people. They just don't all have email addresses. Wade, are you on with us today? Anything you want to say, buddy, about this
Yeah,
celebratory moment?
absolutely. I don't know if they caught this, but you mentioned Puerto Rico. You guys, one thing about that place is very limited to the number of funding opportunities they have. So if you are, um, if you know anyone there and you want to market in that area, we're going to be like first in, and we want to really take Puerto Rico by storm, and we're ready to do it today. We can fund in Puerto Rico today. Not only that, and you didn't mention it. Oh well, let me say this first. You know, there are a lot of associations out there. There are Spanish organizations, and people like Nick and some others who can speak Spanish. You're going to have some great opportunities to pick up a lot of different organizations because honestly, they're not they're a limited number of companies that are doing funding in that space. We want to be first in. I mean, we really want to take over that market. And then the final thing I will say is we're going to take over Kansas City, where we've got some Canadian. We're going to make some additions to our Canadian. Really, make some swaps in the Canadian market. We're going to do things that have never been done before, push notifications, stuff like that in this industry that are going to that we weren't able to do. But as David said, we've been working on this deal for 13 months, and we get it closed. And you know, the deal is we have to protect our agent and our customer, a broker, and our customer base, and all the protections are in place. And it's going to get even more tight. These folks, they know this industry. They're doing hundreds of millions a year.
Right on. So we grew up, we grew up more, right? We matured as an organization. When you say, Wade?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. And by the way, our wish list of things on how to communicate with clients, how to present offers, how to do push notifications, text notifications, that whole wish list of things we were developing is going to be turnkey soon. It's just a matter of getting it all interfaced with our system. So, like Wade just said, all these things are improving. Hey, by the way, Matt DeHame, I don't know if you saw your email yet, but I'm looking at the name of the client. And let's just say, well, this is a pretty common last name, Ramirez. But I don't know if Ramirez speaks English or not. Let's assume she does, but if she doesn't, as you know, Matthew, by the name of the company here, I'm looking at you've got yourself maybe a client who's going to love that we've got some. I know you speak 100% Spanish, Matthew, yourself, as does Nick, but you probably love the fact to know that we've got internal team now who also can, if she needs to speak to someone and hear the offer in Spanish instead. So, congrats! That app just came in, so congrats on that, Matthew. Um, and Wade, thanks, buddy. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the hard work on this. I know you got your hands full right now on the whole integration of all this, so I'll let you get back to what you're doing. But I'm excited, team. And yes, we're doing Puerto Rico. Yes, we're in Puerto Rico now. So I know the website doesn't say, it's not Spanish yet, but if you got someone from there, we've always said, sorry, we're not funding there. We are now. We're going to be updating the intake form to show that. So more things will be coming out in the near future. But this is all great news. We've expanded what we can do. We've expanded our ability to fund. Wade's got some permissions with different clients that we can do to help land deals. This partnership is really solid, and we're not going to divulge any more information than that because we've got obviously a lot of lenders, and we want to make sure that we are mindful to best offer to the client. Best offer to the client is in the agreement. Doesn't matter who's presenting. We want to make sure that the client is getting always, in every case, the best offer that's available, and what's in their best interest, and not paying people to close people on a phone. Right? It's very important that we're taking care of the clients. Um, that's all I have for broker updates today, except that share that information. The swag store is live for Bank Breezy and DAC. The replicated website is live for Bank Breezy and DAC. Share it, share it, share it. I'm leading with the Bank Breezy brand name from here forward. As far as I'm concerned, DAC is the brokerage you join. Bank Breezy is the product we sell. That's how everything we're working on is moving forward. There's banks and there's Bank Breezy. And we've got a long-term vision for Bank Breezy that expands its footprint even more than what we're talking about right now. So I would, if I were you, any marketing you're doing, I would make sure that you get yourself on the Bank Breezy bandwagon, do the BBB Blitz, lead with it in your town. You don't need to have business cards. In fact, I love what Tyler said. If you go in there with a goal of getting them a business card, it's okay to give them a business card, but it may change your relationship and your relating ability with them. That was an interesting take from, I never thought of it that way, but I like that is I don't need a business card. It's okay if I get theirs. It's okay if was it okay if, no, it's okay to give them one, but you don't say, well, I got to wait till I have my, business cards to talk. No, you don't. No, you don't. I got to wait till I have a buddy. No, you don't. Go out there yourself and have a buddy on your phone with you and say, okay, let's all go talk to some business for the next hour and let's call each other back in an hour. But the Bank Breezy Blitz is going to have a morning meeting where we're actually creating a little training we've talked about it 100 times, but we're going to have a little training that actually outlines it of what to say to recruit, when you should have your morning meetings, what to do in the presentations, how to celebrate some different things, how to hold people accountable who want to be held accountable, how to not hold people accountable, but let's be real with people who want to be, and let's make sure that your territory, yours, that you're the leader of it. Don't let someone else be the Bank Breezy broker in your town. You need to be. You need to be your first mover. You should be there. We just started talking about the BBB name. Get after it. Get after it. And by the way, the DAC logo will be on that website because many of you have branded yourself as DAC, including me for 10 years. None of my friends know who Bank Breezy is. They know who David Allen Capital is. And so that will be on the website. So when I send someone there, they'll see it and they'll know it's there. So websites are live. Swag store is live. Training is live. and the huddles are going rocking and rolling. The Spotify site is live. Like it and subscribe to it. Most of you are still watching it on YouTube, which I understand. You get to. But Spotify, you can listen to it in your car. You know, you drive somewhere and just put it on and go through the whole playlist and go one huddle after another. Drive for an hour, you got 6 huddles, right? It's like, man, this is awesome. And you got 6 good tips and 6 exciting times and 6 funding stories in an hour just by driving with it on huddle. Can't do that on YouTube podcast. You can only do that on Spotify podcast. So like and subscribe to the Spotify page. And if you've never used Spotify, figure out how. It's pretty simple. It's like using an FM radio. You just got to turn it on and hit play, and then it keeps playing for you. Okay, it's real simple. I don't have anything else. Support team, was there anything else you thought I should mention today on the?
It wasn't something that we brought up, but I just wanted to shed light on a question in the chat. They said, being that we're in Puerto Rico, can we sign up brokers? So I just want to solidify that for everyone to hear.
Yeah, you could. In fact, I believe you've been able to. I don't think Puerto Rico is a
Yes.
restricted state right now, but keeping in mind, just so I want to make very clear, we all are going to be responsible enough to know we are not supporting Spanish speaking brokers right now. We'll support them with English. That is phase 2. We're not going to have Spanish broker support immediately. Will we in the near term? Yes, but not until it's live. So until then, if you sign up someone who cannot speak English, they will not have a video they can watch on the certification. So how are they going to get certified? They will not be able to take a Spanish quiz. So how are they going to get certified? Do we have plans to dominate the Banco Breezy marketplace? We need to have a Banco Breezy certification for our Spanish speaking brokers. But that means every video, the LMS, everything's got to be bilingual, right? That's going to take some time. So until we have that, we're not saying we're supporting it. Anyone's welcome to join. We got a lot of people who don't read English well right now who join, but it's hard for them to get certified because they got to be able to understand English videos and take English tests, right? So just know that until that's live, you can sign them, but they're not going to get the level of support that we'd like them to have. Our clients will. Our clients will sooner than later. We're translating the sites now. We're working on everything they need now, and we've already got people ready to talk to them now. We one day have broker support in Spanish? Yes. Will we have support services for them? Yes. But right now, that's not our priority. Our priority is getting it live for the client, which will be followed second by broker support. Any other questions came in the chats or?
We have a hand up.
Support team.
GF Roca, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
GF, you unmuted?
Am I now?
There you go.
There you are. There you are.
Okay. Quick question. You mentioned Puerto Rico. What about Canada and Mexico?
Canada, we already have funding in Canada. We will not have funding in Mexico anytime in the near future. I don't see that at all. The next areas when we go international after Canada would be Europe before Mexico, just because of the funding products that are available.
Great stuff. And then we have Tracy. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
All right. Hello there.
Hey, Tracy, how are you?
I'm doing good. I wouldn't say it's been a slump, but it's been, the up and down and, just, people not showing up, when they say they're going to, all those things, right? And I just want to get out there and do a shout out to you, to McGuire, to the Duhames, Dexter, the Precious, everyone who contributes every week. And I have to say, even if I can't be on video, I have it on, and you guys just keep me motivated because, there's the other reality that I'm not going back to go do some freaking hourly pay, job. I want to serve in a bigger way. And, just to hear you say that it took a year to do what you're doing right now, just again, it's always the daily confirmations that, the seeds that we're planting, they don't always grow this same rate. And you just have to, you can't go back into the ground and go, are you coming up? Or, are
Right.
you starting to sprout yet? Right. You got to let it germinate. And I just keep putting.
Oh no, is that me or is that her?
So thank you for that awesome interview. I didn't realize now. Pardon? Oh,
Oh no,
my
you
video
broke up for a
stopped.
minute. We had to turn your
Okay.
video off because your technology, but keep going.
Yeah, no, I thank you again. I'm all the way out here, and just to say that, today I am actually doing a blitz. So it's so funny that you made that statement because where I'm at, I'm very remote. It takes like 45 minutes to an hour to get to a town. So I'm going to be in Las Vegas. No, Dexter, not your backyard. Las Vegas, New Mexico. Picking up my drop cards and doing some shopping. And I am going to stop at some places. I already got some places picked out. There's an SBDC there that I've already done an email to. So I'm going to drop in there and say hello in person. I'm going to go to the Chamber of Commerce that I've never been to and just say hello and let them know I'm at the Chamber of Commerce in Taos, which is a county over, and just, yeah, and blanket it, and be that warm blanket. And I thank you for that
Yes.
analogy too, of just going out there and not waiting to be perfect, just doing, showing that you care, that you really do want to connect with people and be a resource. And I just, again, appreciate what you do, and that now I can jump on Spotify if I'm feeling a little, and just put on one of the videos and listen to it, one of the podcasts. And I did do a review on one of them. So just want to give a shout out and, continue to support, like you said, everybody who's out there who may be feeling like, why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? I'm doing my daily, meditation. I do a meditation and I'm visualizing being on a call with you, David Rutz, and we're gonna, go to one of these micro lenders and get them to be on the Bank Breezy team so that they can also go through all the people when it can't, when it's getting hard, make it easy and come see Bank Breezy. Okay.
I love it. 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 You know what,
Let's
Tracy?
go,
You're very,
Tracy. Come
it's
on.
it's very inspirational, Tracy, when you share. So it is when all of you share. Don't you get that? When Tracy's sharing, isn't it fun to hear her sharing stories? And that goes the same with all of you. And I know that's why she mentioned all those names because there are regular contributors. And I just wanted to make a comment quick. Some of you, like she said, 45 minutes, right? She's got to go 45 minutes. Some of you are like, I want to do it, but I can't. Nick's in Argentina, Matt's in Argentina. Don't do this unless you can't, but you can do this as well. You can digitally canvas a segment too. Don't forget, you can digitally canvas. You can be the first and warmest blanket to an industry digitally. You can, so if you can't physically be in a town and you want to, McGuire's, or I'll use myself, I'm into fishing, let's say, and I want to make sure every fishing store in America is aware of me. I'm going to start maybe in my county, Oakland County, every fishing bait and tackle store in my county. And then maybe I'll expand it to the tri-county areas of Michigan and then Michigan. And before I worry about going nationwide, start with when you can say, I'm also in Michigan. The emails I sent, I'm right here in Michigan too. I'm right here in Highland as well. I'm right here. And so you can do it, but please don't take the path of least resistance just because it's the least resistance. Don't take, if some of you are going, I'd rather not go talk to business owners. Maybe the statement should be, I need to become comfortable talking to business owners. McGuire or Tyler and I were talking on the airplane yesterday about my curiosity and why I love talking to business owners. He said, I think it's a skill you developed. And I said, it's not a skill I developed. I think it's an interest I developed. I'm interested in the business owner. I'm interested in their story. I'm not interested in getting them funding. I am, but I'm interested in hearing why Schwartz's started their deli. I'm interested in why Ellen started her limousine company. I'm interested in why she stopped her pizza restaurant. I'm interested in why she wants to be part of DAC, right? That's a curiosity that interest grew over time, and I'm fascinated by people's stories. So it's not salesmanship to me. It's something, it's an interest I desired. So if McGuire, you and I are walking down a trail and we come up on people, am I going to talk to them? Am I going to say hi to them? Am I going to say, how's your hike going? Yes. I I'm curious to talk to people, whether they're a business owner or not. That's an interest that developed over time. It's not a skill. So yes, you'll get skills. You'll need skills, but your heart matters more than your aptitude or your intellect or your abilities. I'm telling you right now, salesmanship is not about scripts. It's the scripts help. They give you a baseline. It's not about ability. It's about your heart, your care, your concern, the ability to serve. When you've got that, people know it, they feel it, and you can suck on the phone. You can say all the words wrong, but they feel that you really want to help their business. Now, it's hard to communicate that with someone you don't know. It's not hard to communicate that locally. So that's why you've got such a competitive advantage if you just care about people and you go to that chamber meeting, you tell them what you're doing, and you really are neighborly. You're not trying to get something from them. You're trying to really make sure that they all know who Bang Breezy is. I mean, everyone in that Las Vegas, there was New Mexico, wherever she said that was, sorry, Tracy, wherever that city is, that Chamber of Commerce needs to know about the Bang Breezy funding platform. They need to know for their own benefit. And you want to get to know about all those businesses that are make amazing and unique, because you might be able to refer. I was telling someone a story about my Farm Bureau insurance agent the other day. I spent 20 minutes telling about my agent because that guy was that good. Unfortunately, he sold his book and business and retired, but I referred him to my parents. I referred him to this person and this person and this person and this person because I'm like, this guy is just great. You got to get, and I would tell you all to use him if he was still in business because he cared that much. Care that much, and you'll get, like Orlando did, a referral for $250,000 funding. Don't care, you'll get no referrals. Care, you'll get a lot of referrals. Like Tracy said, it's a long process. You're building a vineyard, you're not making a grape. You're making a vineyard full of them. It takes some time, but once it's built, it's a lifestyle you can't shake a stick at. All right, Precious got her hand up, Orlando and Harlequin. What do you got? McGuire, I'll let you take the lead here, co-host.
There you
Hello.
go, Precious. You're
Thank
good.
you. Yes. Hello, everyone. I am back in Wisconsin, visiting my grandmother and businesses. This is where I'm from. And this town is a 35,000, about 35,000 people. So it's real small and neighborly. And I'm very excited about the literature that's coming out for Hispanic community because this is a very big business, well, a big community for Hispanic businesses. And before now, we didn't have anything for them. And I'm going around to these businesses the first time I came, but this time, people are really wanting to build a relationship because I'm going in conversational and just interested in what they do because this is where I'm from. And so I went into a co-working space yesterday and talked to the admin. So I would encourage anyone to get into those co-working spaces because those are all business owners that are renting this space, and they can use the funding in multiple ways. So this is a good resource for people in co-working spaces. And then I did go to the Chamber of Commerce here in Wisconsin as well. And I seen it's a TV show that's being filmed here in Beloit, and I didn't know that we even had a TV show. And so it's a lady, she's about the richest person in America right now. But she lives here, and she has this show, and they go around fixing homes for people to, live in better situations. So I stopped while they were filming. They were actually doing the show, and I stopped, and the guy who had the cameras, who I went and talked to, and he actually turned his camera off and explained to me what they had going on, and encouraged me to you know, contact the person that he gave me to contact. So in that, they had construction workers and just all type of different groups of people working on that project. So I get the business cards from everybody who had a company out there, and I will be reaching out with the information that I have. So just
Love it.
being able to communicate and let people know that I'm here, even though my funding hasn't came yet, I have relationships that are growing, and they're going to be meaningful. And the store that I grew up going to when I was a kid, the owner, I never really got connected with him. So yesterday I was able to speak to him, and he asked for my number when I told him what I did.
Love it.
And so thank you.
More market. You
Yeah.
grew up going to a store. Who's he going to use for funding? As long as you care. I wrote in the thing, blanket canvassing, as we said a couple days ago, isn't about perfection. It's about presence. The first to cover an area with care, that's being the warm blanket, who continues to have a relationship with them, they are the ones who are going to get the referrals and fundings and own that market. Great job going back. Presence, presence, presence. Great job, Precious. Who else do we got?
Ando, you're next, buddy. You're already unmuted. There you go.
Excellent. Thank you, McGuire. David, can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, buddy.
I got to pick up on these themes. The theme is amazing that Tracy and Precious and you've been mentioning. And my story is the long game will win in the long, eventually. I've been with DAC for close to 5 years now, and since that time, I've got, although I've had smaller fundings along the way, I've had applications that came through and unfortunately didn't go through. My focus has been severalfold. Number one, I said, I'm the business funder in DAC. I believe in the company. I believe in the industry. And I'm just going to continue to educate business owners out there, educate my community that I'm in business funding. And it's through the consistency and branding yourself as this is what I do. I'm passionate about it and everything else, that now maybe 4 years later, I'm beginning to see increase in the fundings that come through. And hopefully this one goes through today. And I just tell you, and I tell myself, be patient, plant those seeds, trust the process, because as long as you stay with it and continue to grow through the process, it will reward you eventually then. So, again, going off with Tracy, what she said and everything, I definitely say this. First off, DAC is a long-term game in terms of the fact that it's going to be around, it's going to continue, and it's going to continue to get better. So as long as you get better along with DAC, it will eventually pay dividends to you as you help business owners get the funding that they otherwise could not get. So I just want to say again, I'm really excited, really proud, and my seeds that I've been planting over the last several years are beginning to show some fruit here. So I just tell everyone to hang in there, believe in this business, believe in yourself. It'll all work out.
Amen. I got to say something. I know we've got other hands up. I got to piggyback what Orlando just said. It just inspired me for something. I'm going to make it succinct. When you invest, if you start a company today, forget our business. If you were to start a company today, a pizza shop, whatever it is, you're doing it because you want to make a living, you want to make an impact, and you want to create a retirement for yourself. That's why you start a business, right? More often than not. It's got to create enough income to take care of your family, maybe bring something neat to the community, but also set you up so that you can retire one day and have enough money either coming in or you sell it, right? It's an exit or a succession plan. That's why you do it. It doesn't happen. Most businesses for the first 2 years lose money, right? You've heard that 1,000 times. And then if you make it 10 years, you're one of the 20% who does. And then you may end up having a living. 6 out of 10 are breaking even or losing money. Guess what? That's business ownership. It's not a job. It's not a guaranteed paycheck. It is a business that can get you wealthy, but is guaranteed to give you nothing. You have zero guarantee. Here, we just guarantee you won't lose money. You start that pizza restaurant, you're guaranteed to lose money unless you make a profit. You start that limousine company, thinking of Ellen Wynn here, she was guaranteed to lose money unless she got customers to make a profit. Here, you're not guaranteed to lose money. You didn't have to buy this business, but you're not guaranteed to make money. But over time, you're guaranteed to make money if you don't quit and you stick it out and stick it out. But here's what I want you to get more than anything. The difference between this business and most businesses is the only way to succeed in this business is to have a book of business that continues to return renewals and to have an agency that continues to grow. Do you know that DAC, when we're in a slump, still adds hundreds of brokers a month? When we're in a slump, when we don't talk about recruiting, a bad month is a few hundred brokers joining. A good month is a few thousand brokers joining a week. When you start this vineyard, it's going to have a lot of grapes. Each grape is a funding. You don't have to get them all. But if you don't have that belief, I'm just going to tell you right now, you can't shake that belief out of me. But that's why I've always made money in this industry. 90% of the people I recruit didn't believe it. Even when they saw me do it, they need to go get a job or start a different business. Right. And so I love all of you. We're not the right fit for many of you. Now, if you're here, we're probably the right fit for you. But you know, we're not the right fit for many people because they don't want to plant seeds, which is talk to clients. They don't want to plant seeds with brokers, which is recruit brokers. They don't want to tend to the soil, which is nurture the relationships with the clients. They don't want to tend the soil, which is nurture the relationship with the brokers. They don't want to do those four things. And yet they say they want to build a grape vineyard. Well, that means tend to the soil, take care of the vines, and pluck the grapes and prune the old branches. That's what being a vineyard owner is, right? Our business requires certain things, and if you do it, you will always have thousands of brokers joining each year into your team eventually that'll be producing volume every month, and you'll earn on it every month. You take care of you getting clients. You don't have to, I don't have to get a client every month. I'm already at the 80% level. I just got to get one every 6 months, and my renewals cover that. And I'm at the 80%. And I make 80% of my fundings. I make overrides. You'll be there one day too. It didn't happen to me immediately. It took me time, right? It's going to take you time. I had more clients coming in my team than I did personally. You will too. Once you recruit a handful of people, you're going to have more clients in your team. Don't stop recruiting. It needs to be, for me, it's 50% of my time is recruiting. It's not 90% and it's not 40%. 50% of my time is new recruits and taking care of new recruits. My client time is probably only 5 to 10% because 40% is corporate, right? Actually, it's probably 60% corporate, 30% taking care of the team, and 10% talking to new clients. That's my current mixture probably. And I earn a lot more than when I was 100% trying to talk to clients, because my team's grown. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you can put your gas on, network with people, and you'll get referrals and you'll get clients, but you won't have to go out canvassing every day trying to, you can if you want to, but you won't have to because your team will be grown. So start a business. Odds are you'll be one of the 90% who never makes it 10 years, and you won't have that lifestyle of paying for your family and retiring and having all that. And you'll probably lose money. That's the average story of someone starting a business. That's why I want to help them. Starting in DAC, you can't lose money. You're not guaranteed to make money, but you will make it if you guarantee to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it right. Don't give up on it. It's a long game, but you better be trying to recruit too if you want to have exponential growth. Not you better. I encourage you do that too, because this week I got paid on fundings and I didn't get a funding. And if you don't have a team, you can't say that. It won't happen for you. And you do have to get one funding every 6 months to qualify you with that $1,000 bonus revenue. So once you have enough, you'll get plenty of renewals. I've got, I don't know how many original clients, 150, something like that. And I got another position with 100. So I think I've gotten 240 clients in my time here in 10 years. That's it. And a lot of renewals. You don't need to get thousands of clients, but you do need to get 100 or so eventually. So you can be at that 80% level, and you will be. Just don't stick it. I mean, just don't quit. Keep sticking it out. And eventually you'll be making $250,000 a year just in overrides, even with a slump. Even with a slump, you're making $250,000 a year. And what's that business worth? What's that worth? Cash flow, $250,000 a year, whether you work it or not. That's worth a lot more than a pizza restaurant that you gave your sweat and soul to 7 days a week. It's worth a lot more than that. Harlequin, what do you got for us today? I think you're next. Is that right, McGuire?
You are correct. Go ahead, Arlequin.
She's not on video, so we will have her only on audio. What do you got, Harlequin?
Yeah, sorry, I have been sick all week, so I'm not camera ready today. But
Well, sorry you've been sick. Glad you're here.
yeah, I am feeling better finally.
Good.
But no, just wanted to say super exciting announcements today. I mean, the fact that Bank Breezy and the Bridgepoint team have expanded. One thing people don't realize, I think this year was the first year that Wade has been with DAC or working with DAC, that he got to actually take a true vacation where he did not still handle everything. And this will give him the opportunity to take some well-deserved time off. So I'm so excited for him.
Thank you,
But
Harlequin. Thanks for saying that, because that just
yeah,
gave me chills, because it's one of the things I carry with me that frustrates me is we want him to be able to have a lifestyle. And he's been
yeah,
working literally, you said it, 1 week off since 2017. 1 week where he didn't work. He's
yeah,
worked every week, every Monday through Friday. Even if he's sick, he has not done it. He's been there, true and true and true, tried and true. And you know what he wants to do more than anything? What you're doing, Harlequin, be a DAC broker. He wants to focus on building and leading teams. He'll always be a part of the funding desk, but we're making sure that the hands that he leaves this in are as good as him and can relate with different languages, different things. So we're moving on up, and Wade's going to be spending more and more time in DAC trenches. He's not looking to retire. He's looking to hire DAC brokers. Let's go. All right,
yeah,
Harlequin, thanks for those kind words.
yeah.
That's very sweet of you.
Well, yeah, and yeah, he's I don't think Wade's ever going to completely retire.
Yeah, never.
He's not that type of person, but let him do it on his own terms, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so super excited about the Spanish and Puerto Rico. That is huge. I have to practice up on my Spanish because I'm out of practice. But I also want to give a shout out to Orlando because he has been so consistent throughout the years that he's been with DAC, and he hasn't always had success, but he has always been there. So kudos to him. And the other thing is Joseph Sayer, I know you were asking questions at the beginning. You are on my team, so I will be reaching out to you to help you out.
Good
But
stuff.
thank you,
Thank you,
David.
Harlequin. Thanks for the kind words on Wade and Joseph. You're in good hands. Norma, and thanks on the kind words on Orlando too. Well deserved. Norma, how you doing?
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Blessings to all. Dave, thank you so much for the space and for all of the wonderful news. I just want to share a very quick story, and I want to give some. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. You started and then you came back again. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Okay. Well, blessings to all, and thank you so much for this space, David, and all the wonderful news. And I am just excited to share. Well, I'll start with a little story, okay? Just a personal experience, and I'll try to keep this under a minute. I attended a leadership meeting in one of my local communities this week, so that was very exciting. I met with uh, some ladies that are business owners in one of those local communities. Excuse me. And everybody had to stand up and share a little bit about what their business is. Some had brick and mortars, some were doing bookkeep. Most of them were brick and mortars, restaurants, stylists, and businesses of that nature. And then there was only one person in business funding, you guys, and that was me. There was right. So, and separately, I also handle other types of financing, but I was the only person that handles that. And then when I stood up, you guys, I'm always generally very confident. I feel like for the most part, I can articulate myself pretty clearly. This time, you guys, I was pretty nervous, and I knew it leading up to that, and I'm like, oh boy, like what is this, right? But it was because it was a new experience. I was sitting with women that I had not known, but I felt comfortable, but I still felt nervous. And so it just reminded me of the importance of always being prepared, and always just having that elevator pitch down, so that I can go in there and confidently state what those services are, and really do my best, you guys, to avoid filler words, because I am guilty sometimes of using some of those filler words. And like what are those filler words, right? It could be phrases like using the overuse of the word like, or the overuse of the word so, or the overuse of the word okay. I'm guilty of that. So I just want to share with you guys that the goal for me is for me to be able to communicate more clearly, more confidently, and obviously also more concisely, right? By replacing some of those filler words with pauses, you guys, with intentional pauses. So I'm just throwing that out there because I love Spotify, and I love that you have your podcast on Spotify now. And there are so many great things on Spotify, audiobooks and podcasts. I subscribe because I'm a music junkie. That is one of my passions. So I have to subscribe to avoid the commercials, but you don't have to. But if you do subscribe, if you do have a subscription, you guys, you will get 15 hours of free audio. I didn't know that, and I had been paying for Spotify for a long time. And I was paying for Audible and audiobooks separately too, because I love audiobooks, right? I love feeding my brain. So I'm just throwing that out there. Great resources on there that you guys can plug in, resources on public speaking. I'm actually looking into Toastmasters here in my community, which would be another opportunity for me to go out and network. So that is all, you guys. Thank you
That's
so
great
much.
stuff, Norma. Great stuff. Appreciate it. Did I hear
Thank
that
you.
right? If you like and subscribe to DAC, you get so many minutes.
No, I'm sorry. Let me clarify. So, on the Spotify platform, there is the free version
Yep.
of it, and then there is the subscription, which for me, I believe it's a $9 or $10 monthly fee.
Okay.
And if I wanted to add family members, I think I can add up to like three other people, and then that would be like a $15 monthly subscription. But with each
Okay.
subscription, for me, I get 15 hours of free audio, where I can listen to 15 hours worth of audiobooks under that membership price.
What a deal. What a deal. I mean, I've never been a Spotify user until now. So I'm going to check that out. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, but I have Prime, Amazon Prime, which comes with Audible and things like that with a lot of
Oh,
free
go.
books. But
Good,
the good
good.
news is, team, we want it everywhere. But I think the moral of the story is get educated, keep getting educated. There's a lot of personal growth available to us on YouTube, all over the place. On that interview I did, he asked me something about college, and I said in there, it's not what I learned in the classrooms, because that's pretty much all available for YouTube for free. It's we're in chat now. I mean, you want a law class, you can talk to chat and get your law degree, And so there's free education everywhere, or like you said, $10 a month you're paying for Spotify.
Yes,
It's
exactly. You
amazing. It's limited only to your hunger to find something to listen to.
Yes, YouTube University. And thank you for allowing me to share. And, because, we really have to work on perfecting how we are introducing ourselves so we can really always be confident. And that was just for me. I don't think that it was visible to others, but I felt it. I was nervous. And so that's just a reminder to myself that I need to brush up on those skills. If maybe I need to record myself, that's actually something that I looked up, like how can I improve. We can listen to ourselves talking. Obviously I don't want to record somebody without their permission, but there's a lot of ways, and that's something, you guys, that I feel that I really need to be looking at. And I just wanted to share that to see if maybe that might be helpful for anybody else. Thank you
It is
so
super
much.
helpful. And by the way, everybody who thinks Norma sounds super confident, I know not everyone's in the chat, but throw it in the chat. Norma, you have got the way you carry yourself, your tonality, your pronunciation, everything spot on. You're a pro. Keep it
Thank you
up.
so,
Keep,
so much.
keep working on yourself. I'm still working on we're all working on ourselves. Dexter, what do you got for us, Dexter?
Wait a minute, is this thing on?
It's on. Hey, can you
Oh
guys
my
feature
God. Oh my
anytime someone's
God.
on
It's
video? Can
on?
you guys co-host? Can you please feature them with me? I don't want to have to do it. There you go.
Tap, 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 tap. Wait a minute. Tap, tap. This thing's on. Okay. All I need is maybe a minute. But I do have 5 points. And everything that went on today from, what is it? Orlando, who happens to be my brother's name. I know that name well. That's my oldest brother. He used to beat me up. I'll never forget that name as long as I live. Orlando. Orlando. From Orlando on down to everybody in this group, and those people that are not here right now that fell off, oh, they're going to miss something. They've missed something up to this point, because all this sharing actually helps. It really helps us grow. It helps us gel. It helps us just get together and be one team, one source. So I have 5 points really quick. Count me down. If you got a pencil and paper, you might want to jot these down. Just because you haven't sold anything yet doesn't mean you can't sell. That's number one. Number two, find your groove. Practice your approach. Role play with a buddy. Trust yourself. Be kind. Be considerate. Be interested. Be caring. Be a resource. Number three, this group is where you sharpen your tools. Ask questions. Number four, there's warmth in this group. This group is your blanket. Pull it tightly around you and know that we have your back. Number five, make a plan and a goal. You need a sense of direction. That's it for today, baby. God bless you all. I'm off the mic.
Wait, can you repeat number 5? I'm typing them all, and I didn't get that one.
Make a plan and a goal. You need a sense of direction.
Woo!
That's it.
I love it. Hey, you know what, guys? As we talked about before, in your BBB, plan a territory, sense of direction. I'm typing, sorry. You need a territory. That's your goal right there. Plan a territory, make it happen. Well done, Dexter. Love the tips. I tried to type them accurate. Sorry if there's typing errors. What do you got, McGuire?
I don't want to take too much time. I just wanted to, I wanted to make sure it was something that I felt in my heart enough to share, and it is. So it's something I actually thought about last night. For those of you that don't know me super personally, I'm a very media advertising oriented person. I went to school for it, love everything about it. And I also believe that everything that we encounter in our day-to-day lives has more than one meaning to it. There's the upfront meaning, and then there's other ways, just like scriptures that we can take and apply to our daily lives, and even in obviously our business. But with the 3 major insurance, businesses out there, I'm, like I said, I follow all the advertisings and think campaigns. And you've got, the big 3 leaders, Nationwide, Allstate, and you got State Farm. And I think, the way that they craft themselves is very important. But if you take their main slogans, right? Nationwide, we're on your side, right? Nationwide, we're on your side, that thing. Then you've got Allstate, you're in good hands. They got the hands thing, the whole field goal nets, it's great product placement. But then you've got State Farm, and it says, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They're there. So there is an open-ended statement where we don't know what there means. Does that mean with us in the moment where our car crashes, whatever it may be, right? And I think if we can take those things and apply them to ourselves as a broker, leading our own business day to day, keeping ourselves motivated, making sure we're not forgetting things that we can do for our clients or something we promised. So yeah, you can be in good hands. There's a lot of good hands in America. Yeah, we're on your side. There's a lot of places out there that are on your side. But when they say like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They're with you always. And the same thing, you're thinking about them always. So it's no coincidence that we share to be neighborly. Because just from my perspective, out of all three of those slogans and all the stuff, I want to be with State Farm because they're there for me. And that's a metaphor like I always preach and come up with. But if we can just be a neighbor and be there rather than the good hands, rather than on your side, we can be there when they need us, then they'll know that we're here. Like the moment that comes up, and that's all we can do and ask for as a successful broker. Just wanted to share that with you
Love
guys.
it. Love it. Well said, buddy. Well said. Like a good neighbor, you are there. Sharon, like a good mama, what do you got for us, Mom?
Excuse me, I just want to mention one quick thing. The interview you did, David, we have had several emails today from agents about how great they thought it was. And even one is an invitation to a college to speak to their classes.
Beautiful. Well,
That's
thank you,
great.
Mom. Appreciate it. Um, hey, honored. All we're doing is sharing our story, right, everybody? Thanks for the words, Mom. And by the way, appreciate the golden nuggets, McGuire. I saw that. Hey, we got good things happening. We don't want to say, I never want to break these huddles, man. I could do hour-long huddles every day because this is why I do this. This is why you do it. We love being part of the family. There's nothing like when our whole family gets together for holidays. We don't want to go. We have melancholy when we leave. We don't want to be the last one out of the hotel. We want to, Marlo and I are always leaving early because we can't be the last ones to leave the hotel. It just feels so good, and it's sad when everyone leaves. I don't like leaving these huddles. I like being with all of you, but I also know that we got to go out into the world and be the light. And here we fuel up, we charge up, and then we go out and be the light. And tomorrow we come back for a recharge. And if you ever need a recharge during the day, that's why the Facebook group's there. Go there for a recharge. Reach out to your team leader. Reach out, whoever that is. Each one, reach up if you're down. We got someone who's got your back. And if you're ever going through something and you're desperate, reach out to support. We'll get you in touch with someone who can help. If you're in an emotional place where you're ready to throw in the towel, don't throw in the towel. Instead, pick up the phone. Text me, text support, call, whatever you got. We got your back. It's not always going to be easy. It's going to be hard. I've endured this. It's not always gone easy. So I relate with what you're going through. It doesn't matter if it's financial. It doesn't matter if it's health. It doesn't matter if it's marital. It doesn't matter if it's with your kids. It doesn't matter if it's with your parents. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter what you're going through. We've all of us have lived things, and no shame. No shame in this game. It's okay if you're sucking wind right now and you're not doing nothing's right and you're kicking yourself. Don't kick yourself. Step up to the plate, grab the bat a little less, have some fun, try to hit the ball. Have some fun and try to hit the ball. And we got your back. If you're out, let us know. Have a great weekend, everybody. Let it be a strong start to the rest of your month. And don't forget, team building is the easiest way to set yourself up for the future. Take care of clients, but also take care of a team. God bless you all.